Hi, this is Emily Islaney with TV Guide Magazine and TVinsider.com, and I'm here with Ted Lasso's Jason Sudeikis.
So, you're heavily favoured this weekend. You think this will end your embarrassing streak of draws?
Lloyd, I've never been embarrassed about having streaks in my draws. You know, it's all part of growing up.
Jason, this show blew up overnight and was such a ray of positivity for so many people last year. What surprised you the most about the massive reaction to season 1 and to the character of Ted?
I mean, simply that it happened. I mean, you know, I thought someone would like it because all of us that made it were really proud of it, but never in a million years, or maybe in 5 million years I would have thought this would happen, but certainly not in a million. But yeah, it's been overwhelming, and the fact that people have picked up on so many of the little nuggets of story things and joke things that we've picked up on, the fact that people watch it numerous times, the full season, the fact that people are watching it like with their families, from like grandparents to like their young kids, especially given some of the, content and the language, it like delights me because that's the kind of house I was raised in. I talked about it, before, but like my father took me to go see Beverly Hills Cop and when I was 9 years old in the theater. So the fact that, there's other, 9-year-old boys and girls watching Roy Kent just throw that F-bomb everywhere, which way, means that the parents understand that there's bigger things going on than just the language, and it's really been overwhelming. And the fact that people they've reached out to us in various ways, whether it be more recently on the street as we've been allowed to bump into each other again here in Brooklyn and New York, and or online and whatnot, and just sharing with us how much the show has meant to them has been incredible.
Absolutely. Now, what challenges can you tease that are awaiting Ted in season 2?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not just Ted, but I mean, a big part of one of the big themes of this season for the show is to take all the characters that people have got to learn, and then we've come to discover, found a true affinity for, are going to have to sort of wrestle with their inner demons in a lot of ways, and not all of them are bad demons. Some are just understandable demons, but much like soccer itself, there's going to be wins there, there's going to be losses there, and there's going to be, ties. So it's really about the effort in trying to figure out what those things are, first and foremost, to name them, and then, by hook or crook, maybe try to get through them as individuals with the help of one another.
Yes, and a lot of ties from the sounds of it.
Yes, yeah, right off the bat there, yeah.
Absolutely. Now, in season 2, we're also going to get to see Ted's alter ego, Led Tasso. You see him a little bit in the trailer. How did it feel to play this Hyde to Ted's Jekyll?
Yeah, exactly. Pretty cathartic. You know what I mean? Like, it felt good to flip a table, to yell and scream a little bit, and especially in that sort of heightened comedic way. But then what also, just being the guy being charged to do that, it was fun to have to play that sort of aggro coach intensity without cursing, because Ted doesn't curse, so it really lent itself to rhyming and alliteration in a ways to, cut his players down. A lot of punitive, laps, and running, were distributed. But yeah, it was fun. I'm delighted that people that have watched those episodes have responded to it, because it was a hoot to do.
In this season, we're going to get to see a little bit more hopefulness, hopefully with the Christmas season, which I keep seeing Santa hats and trailers and things like that. Can you tease what the holidays look like for Ted and all of his friends?
Yeah, there's fun. We've got a fun surprises that I'm delighted by when I watch, and that's one of the joys of working in the ensemble arts. Again, even though the show's called Ted Lasso and I play Ted Lasso, Ted Lasso's a vibe. It's a team. It's an ensemble, both in front of the camera and behind. And so when we do these thematic episodes, I really delight in the editing process of getting to watch my fellow castmates shine in their own, you know, individual stories, and no one will have to wait till Christmas to see it. So.
Exactly. It's Christmas in July or maybe August.
Yeah,
We'll see.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
We'll see.